Hi everyone, my name is Arun Ganesh. Around 13 years ago, when I was studying electronics engineering in Chennai, I heard about the OpenStreetMap project and started mapping my area on it just out of fun. And after 13 years, I still haven't stopped. So I'm very excited to know about the Naksha Mapathon, which is giving a chance to so many young people to be involved in the OpenStreetMap project. And the best wishes to each one of you to enjoy this mapping party, to explore your neighborhood, to discover so much about the places you're in. Dr. Abdul Kalam had previously said once at a lecture that he mentioned map makers and cartographers are partners in the development of the country.
Good evening, everyone. Let's start with Lakshagit.
उठे समाज के लिए उठे उठे जगे स्वराष्ट्र के लिए जगे जगे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे हम उठे उठे गजब हमारे संग साथियों हम बढ़े तो सब बढ़ेंगे अपने आप साथियों
जमीन पे आसमान को उतार दे
जमीन पे आसमान को उतार दे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
उदासियों को दूर कर
खुशी को बांटते चले
गांव और शहर की दूरियों को काटते चले
ज्ञान को प्रचार दे प्रसार दे
ज्ञान को प्रचार दे प्रसार दे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
समर्थवान वृद्ध और नारियां रहे सदा बड़े बड़े बनों की शान ओढ़ती रहे धरा
तरक्कियों की एक नई कतार दे
तरक्कियों की एक नई कतार दे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
ये जाति धर्म बोलियां बने न शूल राह की बढ़ाए बेल प्रेम की अखंडता की चाह की
सद्भावना से ये चमन निखार दे
सद्भावना से ये चमन निखार दे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
उठे समाज के लिए उठे उठे जगे स्वराष्ट्र के लिए जगे जगे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे
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 स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा सवार दे स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा
Pleasure. I welcome all to the fifth day of Naksha 2021, a national level hackathon organized by APJ Abdul Kalam Technological Universities NSSL. Today we have two sections. The first section, JOSM tutorial, which is handled by Moigiri Harish, Quality Analyst ZIS, OSM India Community Member. Sir, I welcome you to handle this section.
Hi all, I am audible. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, sir.
I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, good evening, everyone. Today I am presenting JOSM tool, which like CPU of OSM. CPU means out of the computer, like that only JOSM. JOSM also is just like out of the OSM, OpenStreetMap.
Sir, sound is very long.
OpenStreetMap India. Today we are here to discuss about JOSM tutorial, how JOSM works. The topics which in JOSM, how to install, how to set up, how to create the data JOSM, satellite imagery selection, means what, how to select the imagery, which updated imagery you want to select, how to edit the existing data, how to adjust the offset adjustments, overpass query. These are the topics which today we are discussed in JOSM. Uh, I am done the humorous comparison between JOSM and human body. Means I am just today compared about
Harish sir,
JOSM
your
and
sound is very low. Sorry to interrupt in between.
now I am speaking bit louder. Now it's okay.
Now to sound is very low. Can
Uh, Just wait, I am changing my headset.
okay, sure, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I think it's a earphone problem sometimes. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
Hello, now it's okay.
No audible clearly.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry for interrupting. Now, now my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, okay. No, fine. Today I am discussing about JOSM Java OpenStreetMap. JOSM introduction, setting up JOSM in computer, creating data, adding, collecting data, satellite imagery selection, editing existing data, offset adjustments, or pass query. Today I am compared about JOSM versus human body. Means there is some sort of humorous comparison between JOSM and human body. Here, this Robo 2.0 saying that I am 14 years old, hobbies are mapping. Means yeah, JOSM was introduced 14 years ago. Like we want stronger and healthier. We want to do daily exercise. Like that daily, day by day, we are JOSM also fixing their bugs, improving software updations, and like with the help of human, our we also doing daily exercise day by day. Then we also make stronger and durable. Like that also improving their bugs and etc etc etc. Also like our Android in 4G into 5G, that like that also. Here upgrading daily, day to day daily. And next second one, main, we want to see travel or anything. We want eyes. We want to enjoy any location scenarios and etc etc. Here also just want imagery selection. Here imagery selection means here the fourth topic, satellite imagery selection. And next third one, food. Uh, we creating data, adding collecting data. The food of the OSM is data. Like we eat daily food. And next fourth one are hands and legs. With the help of hands and legs, we can eat food and we can walk. We can do anything. Like that also, JOSM, in JOSM we can edit the existing data. and etc. 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 Next one is brain. Without brain, our body will not function correctly. Like that, servers or query which stores the data that functions like brain. And next one is sixth, other parts of the body. Every part of the body is also important, and every option like any of plugins, filters, and etc. etc. that all also important to the JOSM. Here some sort of comparison: human versus JOSM. Next, OSM versus language. Means I am compared OSM versus language. Here OSM, OpenStreetMap. We can in we all make OpenStreetMap perfect. First of all, we learn what is OpenStreetMap. In OpenStreetMap, there are the two data like points and lines and geometry specifications, country specifications, OSM wiki. First of all, we learn all these topics and we will make expert in this OpenStreetMap. Like anything, we take an language. We want to know alphabets, sentence, grammar, existing country language, or like that. Next we refer to dictionary. This all makes expert in language. Here, what we need anything like in OSM, what tag we need to give for roads, residentials, or schools, colleges, community schools. We can search in OSM wiki. Like any words we don't know about that word.
Harish sir, may I interrupt again? Your sound is cutting in between.
Okay.
Okay,
Here I
done.
am.
Yeah, now okay. Good.
Here now I am explaining about OSM versus language.
Okay. Okay, sir.
OSM is a language. Are you understand what I am saying?
Yeah.
Here OSM, points and lines, geometry, specifications, country specifications, OSM wiki. This all makes expert in map. This all makes expert in language. Next, JOSM introduction. JOSM. Uh, what is JOSM? JOSM is offline desktop editing tool which created by Java. Geodata created in Java. Developed by Emmanuel Scholz and maintained by Trickstroker. It has lots of advanced features, but also more complicated user interface than default online editor. Here we need more about how to install Java OpenStreetMap. Just go through this link, and we need there are step by step how to install JOSM. There are more details. Next, JOSM. Its initial release is January 22, 2026, 14 years ago. These are the JOSM with single OpenStreetMap or data layer standard editing style. JOSM introduction. It is a desktop application which allows edit locally stored data. And next we download from OSM or OpenStreetMap, and we can upload to OpenStreetMap. Download and edit something, and we can upload also. There are so many plugins configurations platforms we can install in Windows, Linux, Mac. Setting up JOSM in a computer. How to download and install JOSM. https://josm.openstreetmap.de. Download this JOSM JNLP and JOSM testjar, and next open and install. We all are like softwares, same like thing. We can easily install JOSM. These are the setting up JOSM in our computer. This is the main window in JOSM. Here we can see several important information such as latest version. If the version is previous one, here the notification is visible. You should update and recent updates, helping guidelines, the basic rule to contribute OSM, etc. Next one, authentication. All of us are authenticated into OSM ideator. There are example Miraj, MERAJ, and password. We should also configure authentication into JOSM. Like we can upload the data into OSM server. Yeah. Use basic authentication, entering OSM username and password directly, and click OK. Then you will authenticate it, and we can edit manually in our JOSM. Next, preferences. Preferences means whatever we can prefer plugin settings, whatever we need to prefer in JOSM, we go to preferences. Shortcut is F12. Here preferences, select the remote control. Means directly we can remote. Example, go to location, just edit with remote control, JOSM or Potlatch. Directly it will enter into directly data is downloaded into JOSM. It will directly renders into OpenStreetMap ideator to JOSM. All of us gone through Maplet. We can draw a building's Maplet in Maplet and directly render into select into JOSM in that one, and directly that will renders into JOSM. And in JOSM we can draw a buildings, roads, POIs, everything, and we can upload into OSM server. Here I will show. Enable remote control. Go to preferences. Here I am keep it in main toolbar. You can select into file, edit, preferences. Directly you can go by while pressing F12. Preferences, F12, and next map set. Remote control and enable remote control. While enabling, we can redirect from OSM ideator to JOSM. Yeah, I am shown this one. Next, we can download in OpenStreet in JOSM also. So we can download file map. I am showing here. We can also download directly here also. Just there is an option down arrow, download from OSM, and press click download. Here we can download data, existing data. Here there is an option how to download OpenStreetMap data into JOSM. Setting up JOSM in computer. Description of toolbars. There are various toolbars in JOSM. Yeah, this is the main toolbar. Layers, tags, author, validation, coordinates, editing toolbar. Editing toolbar. Editing toolbar means we can edit, draw a line, draw a point, draw a building. We can various functionalities in this editing toolbar. Layers. Layers, imagery layers, data layer. Imagery layers means Max. Yesterday, all of us selected Bing imagery, data layers, and next shape. You want to edit any shape layers or PDF layers. We can select into these layers. Tags. All of us knows about tags. Yesterday, all are drawn building. We can tag here in tags. Select, click, add, and we can tag building equals to S. If there is a residential route, add highway equals to residential. Author. Author means we know about the whoever created previous existing data. They there we know the existing creator author and validation. This is the validation is the main functionality of the JOSM. It will delete many of the specific roads against the specification, data against the specification, or seems into this validation. Next, JOSM shortcuts. JOSM shortcuts. If we play Vice City, we can press G means blast all the things. We can like we can select these shortcuts. S means select. A means draw. Draw a buildings means select. Extrude means X. Improve A accuracy. We can align by clicking double and clicking control, and we can align the roads very beautifully. We can draw a parallel roads like dual carriageway. We all upgrade from single carriageway to and we can merge nodes, yam, create circle. Oh, if we draw roughly any of the building, clicking Alt R, we can that will become rectangular shape. Creating data and adding collecting data. Simply click the draw nodes button, enter data creation mode. A data creation mode means and go for an example.
Harish sir, sorry to interrupt you once again. The sound is
Okay.
Breaking.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. Uh, just A and we can draw. For an example, I am drawing. I am creating road. We can select this one. Aligning a road track. It is very bad data. Whoever drawn. Just I am making perfectly this data. I am aligning perfectly. Click double and click control button and align with mouse. We can merge or we can remove this small one node. We can delete this small one node or we can merge. Here I am merging these two nodes by clicking M. Here also. Just I am now tagging as 202021. Existing nodes. We can download and upload our neighborhood data, our own places, our villages, our towns. We can directly download and upload the data of our towns, villages, and places, etc. Here there is a line creation road, building creation. Satellite imagery selection. While routinely using imagery for mapping, JOSM comes with variety of pre-configured satellite imagery layers. Bing, Mapbox, Maxar, ISRI layers being the most popular ones. Each imagery may have different levels of detail and clarity in different places. So often, while checking it all, simply select one of the imagery from imagery menu and you have to ready to go with it. Here we want to draw anything, select the imagery option beside presets and go with one of them and ready to map that area. And editing existing data. If any mapper will run the bad data, we need to correctly align it. Here the existing one is drawn very badly. This tutorial, the zip file will showing how to align existing data. Here this tutorial showing zip file showing align, fit, and glue.
Sir.
Here there are two different classifications. We need to select one of them. Valid one, whether it may be in residential roads, we need to select residential one. If there is industrial ones, we need to tag it as service. It is in agriculture area. We need to tag as track. Highway equals to residential. Based upon ground truth, we need to tag different types of classifications. And we need to maintain hierarchy from big ones to smaller ones. And next, validation checks. This is the most important one in JOSM. We need to validate after creating data. It will shows data against the specifications. We need to correct it while checking in validation results. Next, we need to upload the data. Here, Naksha 2002-201 added missing roads and upload. Just I am Naksha 2002-201. Don't forget upload the data and don't forget to give Naksha 2021. And next one is offset adjustment. The imagery is slightly offset to the latest imagery. Select the new offset. Move the layer till offset is fixed. After adjusting offset, click OK and add bookmark and name start mapping. While adjusting offset, we can create the data easily. Next, overpass query. Overpass query means the specific object we need to download. Example, highway equals to road. Road, we can download only roads. For an example, I am downloading from overpass. This I am downloading only highway. This I am downloading highway. Then I will when highway equals to star. You want only residential ones. You will give highway equals to residential. Then we can download the residential ones. We can give service or we can download amenities. We can download many of them from overpass. Just I am downloading only highway. The only highways are downloaded. Yeah. Just the difference between overpass and OSM. Here, if I am downloaded from OSM server, there are many layers, admin boundaries, power lines are downloaded from this layer. If shall I download only specific thing from overpass, I can download most. I can download only highways. This is the difference between overpass. Here there is a farmland. Land is equal to farmland. They are the most specific, most tagging related ones are here. There is a railway line. If you download from directly overpass query, there are the most of them are downloaded. Specific one we can download specific one from overpass query. Like trunk. Upon running the above overpass query, we will see this output displayed. That is trunk road. We can download only trunk road by using overpass query. Highway we can give it as giving highway equals to trunk. We can download only trunk from overpass query. After adding the total data, it will render into the OSM like this. Thank you. If you have any query, please ask. Hello.
Thank you so much, sir. If you have any queries, please be free to turn on your mic or ask in the chat box.
which editor is better, IDEA or JOSM? If we edit or add huge number of data, then we prefer to JOSM. If we edit some sort of small data, buildings, some less data, we can prefer Ideator is better one. JOSM is very friendly tool. Then Ideator. Both are better and best ones.
Thank you, sir, for this informative section. Now, let us move to the next section. We have a cultural event performed by Veena from LBS College of Engineering, Kasaragod.
ആലോലം നീലപ്പൂങ്കാവിൽ നീ നിൻ പുള്ളിത്തൂവൽ ചിക്കി ചിഞ്ചിലം പുഞ്ചിരിച്ചു കള്ളിപ്പൂങ്കുയിലെ കണ്ണിത്തേൻ മൊഴിയിൽ കാതിൽ മെല്ലെ ചൊല്ലു.
Thank you so much, Veena, for such a wonderful performance. Now, we have the second section, that is Future of Map is Open, which is handled by Sri Arun M., Program Manager, Kerala Spatial Data Infrastructure. Sir, I welcome you to handle this section.
ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. ഞാൻ ഈ ഒരു സെഷനിൽ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് ഈ മാപ്പത്തോൺ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന നമ്മുടെ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാമിൻ്റെ ഒരു കോണ്ടെക്സ്റ്റും നമ്മൾ ഈ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഈ ഒരു ആക്ടിവിറ്റിയുടെ ഒരു പ്രാധാന്യവും എന്താണ് എന്ന് നിങ്ങളോടൊന്ന് ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. ഇതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് നിങ്ങളുടെ ചോദ്യങ്ങളും കഴിയുന്ന റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുക. ഇത്രയാണ് ഞാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. ഞാൻ ഓഡിയബിൾ ആണല്ലോ അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഈ ഒരു മാപ്പത്തോൺ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു പ്രോജക്റ്റ് ഞങ്ങൾ ആലോചിക്കുന്നത് ഏകദേശം 2019 ഈ 2019 ഇത് ആലോചിക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒക്കെ ചിലപ്പം അറിവുള്ള കാര്യമായിരിക്കും. നമ്മുടെ ഫ്ലഡിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ ഒരു ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലാണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാം ആലോചിക്കുന്നത്. നമ്മുടെ ഒരു കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ കഴിഞ്ഞ ഒരു 4 കൊല്ലം നോക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഈ സ്ലൈഡിൽ കാണുന്നത് പോലെ നമ്മളെ കുറേ പിടിച്ചു കുലുക്കുന്ന കുറേ കാര്യങ്ങൾ എല്ലാ വർഷവും ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എൻ്റെ സ്ക്രീൻ കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ? സ്ക്രീൻ വിസിബിൾ ആണോ? ഓക്കെ. സോ 2017 ഓക്കിയുടെ പ്രത്യേകത എന്തായിരുന്നു എന്നറിയാം? നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഇന്ത്യയുടെ പടിഞ്ഞാറേ ഭാഗം പൊതുവെ സൈക്ലോണുകളും അതുപോലുള്ള പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾക്കും സാധ്യതയില്ലാത്ത ഒരു സ്ഥലമാണ് എന്ന ഒരു വിശ്വാസത്തിലായിരുന്നു വർഷങ്ങളോളം നമ്മൾ നിന്നത്. അത് ഒന്ന് മാറ്റിത്തന്ന ഒരു ഇൻസിഡൻ്റാണ് ഓക്കി. അതിനുശേഷം 2018 ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ കേരളം മുഴുവൻ വലിയൊരു ഫ്ലഡിനെ നേരിട്ടു. അതേ വർഷം തന്നെ നിപ്പ വൈറസിനെ കുറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ കേട്ടു. 2019 നമ്മൾ ആദ്യത്തെ ഫ്ലഡിൽ നിന്ന് റിക്കവർ ചെയ്തു എന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് വീണ്ടും ഒരു ഫ്ലഡും അതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട പ്രശ്നങ്ങളും വരുന്നു. അതിനോട് പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും സെൻട്രൽ കേരള ഭാഗങ്ങളിൽ കാര്യമായി പ്രശ്നം ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നു. വലിയ തോതിൽ ലാൻഡ് സ്ലൈഡും മറ്റും ഉണ്ടാകുന്നു. 2020 വീണ്ടും നമുക്ക് മറക്കാൻ പറ്റാത്ത വർഷം ആയി 2020 മാറി. അപ്പം ഈ ഒരു സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്താണ് നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടുന്ന മാറ്റം. കേരളം ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ അതേപോലെയൊക്കെ ചെയ്താൽ മതിയോ? അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ നേരിടാൻ കഴിയുമോ? ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ചിന്തയിൽ നിന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ പുതിയ മാറ്റങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെ വേണം, അതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം എന്നുള്ളതൊക്കെ ആലോചിക്കുന്നു. ആ സമയത്ത് നമ്മൾ പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും ഫ്ലഡിൻ്റെ കോണ്ടെക്സ്റ്റിൽ നമ്മൾ റിയലൈസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ചില കാര്യങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ഒന്ന്, ഈ ക്രൈസിസ് നമ്മൾ തരണം ചെയ്തത്, പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും മലയാളികൾ ഈ ക്രൈസിസ് തരണം ചെയ്യുന്നതിൽ ഏറ്റവും എടുത്തു പറയാവുന്നത് ആൾക്കാർ ഒരുമിച്ച് വന്നു എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ സമൂഹത്തെ കൂട്ടിച്ചേർത്ത ഒരു കാര്യമാണ് ഈ ക്രൈസിസ്, ഫ്ലഡിൻ്റെ ഒരു ക്രൈസിസ്. ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ജാതി മതങ്ങളുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടോ സാമ്പത്തികമായിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ ഡിവൈഡുകൾക്കും അപ്പുറം ജനങ്ങൾ ഒരുമിച്ച് വരുന്ന ഒരു സാഹചര്യം നമ്മൾ അവിടെ കണ്ടു. പക്ഷെ അതേസമയം ഇതിനെ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ നോക്കിയപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് കുറേ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളും നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു. ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു പ്രശ്നം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ചുറ്റുപാടുകളുടെ അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഭൂമിശാസ്ത്രത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് എവിടെ എന്തുണ്ട്, നമ്മുടെ ചുറ്റുമുള്ള റിസോഴ്സുകൾ എവിടെയാണ് കിടക്കുന്നത്, അത് ഏറ്റവും അടുത്ത ആശുപത്രി എവിടെയാണ് എന്നുള്ളതായിരിക്കാം, നമുക്ക് ഒരു പ്രശ്നം വരുമ്പോൾ ആൾക്കാരെ മാറ്റി പാർപ്പിക്കാൻ പറ്റിയ ഷെൽട്ടർ എവിടെ എന്നുള്ളതായിരിക്കാം. ഇതുപോലുള്ള ഓരോ ഇൻഫർമേഷനുകൾ, ഈ സ്പേഷ്യലായിട്ടുള്ള ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിലില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ് നമ്മൾ നേരിടുന്ന, നമ്മൾ എന്താ പറയുക, പെട്ടെന്ന് തിരിച്ചറിഞ്ഞ ഒരു പ്രശ്നം. മറ്റൊരു പ്രശ്നം, പലപ്പോഴും നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിൽ ഡേറ്റ ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് നമ്മൾ കരുതി. ഓരോ ഏജൻസികളും ബിൽഡ് ചെയ്ത ഡേറ്റ നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിലുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ഈ ഡേറ്റ പലപ്പോഴും യാഥാർത്ഥ്യവുമായിട്ട് ഒരു ബന്ധവുമില്ലാത്ത ഡേറ്റയാണ് എന്ന് വന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് എങ്ങനെ കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യും? ഈ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളെ തരണം ചെയ്തേ നമുക്ക് പറ്റൂ എന്നുള്ള ഒരു തിരിച്ചറിവാണ് നമ്മുടെ മുമ്പിൽ ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് നമ്മൾ എന്താണ് നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയുക എന്നുള്ളത് നോക്കി. ആ സമയത്താണ് നമ്മൾ വേറൊരു കാര്യം തിരിച്ചറിയേണ്ടത്. ഈ okay, so I was not aware that there are non-Malayalis here. Okay, so I'll switch to English. So I was telling about the backdrop in which we started this initiative called Mapathon Kerala. So when we look at the recent past of Kerala, we find that for the last few years, every year we have met with a major crisis. Whether it was Oki and related issues in 2017, then we had the great floods in 2018. We also saw the Nipah viruses appearing in this state, which was not known earlier. Then in 2019, we had again a flood and landslide, which took away a lot of lives. And in 2020, as you know, the COVID and then the floods and the accident that took place with the flight landing in the airport in Malappuram. So all these crises brought us certain facts about our society and our situation. The most important fact that came out from stood out in all these incidents is how people came together at the time of the crisis. The people from all walks of life, with all their differences, people tried to work together and help each other. So that was the bright spot of all the crises we faced. At the same time, we found that we lacked some basic assets, basic resources that we require to respond to these kind of situation. So this includes information about various man-made as well as natural resources. Man-made resources like where we have hospitals available, which is the closest hospital when there is an incident happening at one place. Information about how many people would have affected so that we can plan for proper rescue efforts. Where is a shelter home available? Where is good drinking water source available close to the place? And many such questions, many such important questions require the related information available. And these informations are often spatial information, because these informations are maps. These informations are abstraction of our real world, using which we respond to various crises. So we find that this information is not available. And even when there is information, often this information does not reflect the current realities. Probably there was an hospital at one point and that hospital was moved. And unfortunately, our information base does not reflect that change. So we need to address this if we have to address the crisis much better. And if you look carefully, then you will also find that the different crises which we were facing in the last couple of years, there is something that unites all of them. And the crisis is global. And I assume all of you understand what is this crisis. So this statement which you can see on the screen is a warning that was issued by around 1,000 plus scientists across the world. and they wanted to tell the people of the earth that our existence is facing a major crisis, and if we don't respond to this crisis, will have it will have serious impact over our lives. So this warning came back in 1992, and based and in that very year, there was a major gathering of leaders from different nations at Rio in Brazil, under the United Nations. And this gathering was meant to make a united statement of the people of Earth, saying that they are going to work together to address this crisis, which is going to affect all of us in a very, very damaging manner. So this was in 1992, and the impact of climate change was only barely visible. So now, looking back in the last 4 years, we have seen every year it is affecting us. That was not the reality in 1992, but our scientists were able to predict this imminent threat back in 1992. In fact, it was much before 1992 that the warnings of the imminent disaster was made to every one in the earth. So let me focus on one very specific aspect of this declaration. As you can see on this on the screen. So I want to bring your attention to this principle number 10. And this principle essentially says that in order for the citizen of this world to face this crisis, all the information related to environment should be available to every citizen. Not just citizen of India, not just citizen of America or any other country for that matter. The environmental information should be an asset of humanity, because the crisis which we are facing is a crisis of humanity. It is not a crisis of Keralite or Indians or Asians for that matter. It is the crisis of the entire human species. So this data, this information should be in the hands of the people. Unfortunately, nothing was happening. We hardly move, and probably we went with this axiom and we didn't really care. So map and map making has a long history, and the people were fascinated with the space even when we all were living in the forest. So we see the traces of map making in the cave drawings of prehistoric periods, and it has an element of art, and it was kind of abstraction. It's an abstraction of the world as you perceive, and this abstraction has a lot of power. I just want to present this particular map to you probably, yeah, I don't know how good this is in your screen. Probably you can search it online. You can just search for Jon Snow's uh, map for a map on cholera. It is one of the famous maps, and a map that had major impact uh, in the public health. So if you look at this map, you can see that this is street. These are streets of London, and during the industrial period, and you can see certain bar graphs here, and these graphs represents number of people who died in that location because of a disease which is cholera. So this map was drawn by a doctor, Jon Snow, and he made this map himself. And then with this diagram, this abstraction of reality, he discovered how the cholera epidemic was spreading. So that until Jon Snow made his discovery, the people believed that the cholera spreads through air. When this map was made, he could identify that the certain pumps or the water sources were linked to the deaths that were happening, and with that he linked the cholera to a waterborne bacteria, and identified the quality of water is what is most important in addressing this issue. Here, a person was making a map as part of his inquiry, and it shows how the map helps in decision making and improving the quality of life of people. So we need maps. We need more maps with which we can make more discoveries and address our problems. But some of the problems with map making is, so the map is as good as the reality, and making maps has been a very, very costly affair. It requires a lot of skill and very complex technologies, and that made map making difficult and unaffordable even for the government. But the technology dramatically changed this situation. Some of the major changes that were happening in the last in the area of map making in the last few years has been the availability of smartphones with global positioning systems. Even the global positioning system is much older than smartphone, with the availability of smartphone, the cost of global positioning systems came down drastically, mainly because of the mass production of these equipments. And now it essentially created a situation where every one of us can become a mapper quite easily with this kind of with just a smartphone in our hands. So it's a very very empowering technological change, and that is where we see the importance of initiatives like OpenStreetMap. So essentially, with this new technology, or the technology reaching the hands of the people, it is today possible for us to map our space. It's as you have experienced in the last few days. Generating spatial data is not very difficult, because you live in the space and you know the reality of immediate space around you. And you can, with a little effort, contribute to this map building process. So on the one hand, the cost of technology came down, and it became, on the other hand, it became very simple. And now with this, we can make the a map of the world by the people, for the people, a reality. So OpenStreetMap initiative, which you are already introduced to, which was started in 2004, now has a lot of volunteers liberating these technologies and contributing to building the map of the whole world. So this technology is particularly democratizing the access to the information, and it is very empowering to the citizen. So with this technology change, we are sure that we can build the map of the world together. And that is why we feel that the future of map will be open, because together we can make this change. And I hope all of you will continue to contribute even after this event is over. And probably mapping your area will not add much value to you, because you know the space in which you are. But here, by each one of us mapping our area, we are helping others, and in turn, it is
Sorry to interrupt.
helping ourselves. For example, I live in Toronto,
Sir,
very much in the city center. So if I map this area, someone from Ernakulam coming down to Toronto benefits from this. At the same time, if that person maps Ernakulam, that will help me when I'm going there. So even in our selfish interest, it is important for us to collaborate and uh, uh, strengthen this mapping process. And what I want to stress in this context is the fact that
Sir,
the
your voice is
the
not
challenges
clear.
that we are
Sir,
facing are global, and it is a crisis for the humanity, and it has to be faced collectively. Here, we cannot survive individually. It is almost impossible. The work for COVID vaccine and the effort humanity collectively put together to survive the crisis of COVID shows that how effective and important is collective action.
Hello, sir.
Because our survival depends on this
Voice not clear, sir.
collective action. And within this map, building a map of our space to measure and monitor how much degradation is happening and destruction is happening to our natural environment, which in turn leads to new,
hello, sir.
potentially new
Hello, sir.
virus outbreaks like with COVID, which we had. We can observe
Hello, sir.
and respond only if we document our immediate spaces. Until recently, our attitude has been that these are the relevance of the government, that the government should act and protect the citizen. Yes, definitely. The government needs to act. And the government should take this as the lead role. But the government alone is not the solution. As the 2018 flood and other calamities show us. End of the day, it is only the people who are in the proximity who can immediately respond to any crisis. And this only through our collective action and we taking responsibility along with the leadership of the public and the private sector that we can bring in change and survive. And that is the importance of this initiatives like street map or map of care. So when we started this project, we were very clear on one thing. Our objective is not in mapping, but to build the capability to map among the people of care so that they can use that capability to map things they find important and thereby being more capable to respond to many crises which we face and which we may face. And unfortunately, the climate change is a reality and probably we have reached a no return point where there is no way we can turn back the current situation. Probably in the 1992, we had the opportunity to ensure that the crisis doesn't get worse, or at least, or even to prevent the crisis, prevent dramatic changes in the climate condition, which puts us into uncertain.
Thank you, sir. If anyone have any queries, please be free to ask.
option for us is to be prepared.
It seems there are no queries. So thank you so much, sir, for this nice and informative section. Now we have a cultural event performed by Anjali from LBS CEK. So let us move to that. Thank you, Anjali. That was a wonderful performance. Participants, please note that the feedback form will be shared in the chat box. As of the previous day, go for edit response and a new section will be added to it. Fill it the feedback and submit. Next, I invite Sri Lakshmi from LBS College of Engineering, Kasaragod for the vote of thanks.
I take up this opportunity to say a vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Moigiri Harish for his valuable time and words. Next, I would like to thank Sri Arun M for his contribution to the program. Last but not the least, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this session, to each of those who have participated and all the viewers. Thank you.
Once again, thank you. And the program has ended. Everyone can leave.